Today I'm going to talk about a couple of style rules that changed my wardrobe completely. I can't emphasize how important it is for you guys to start documenting your outfits however you can, whether it's before you leave your house, which is what I've been doing. I've been just snapping a mirror picture before I leave the house. Even if I'm in a rush, I try my best to document every single outfit that I put together. What this does, what it has helped me do, and how it has helped my wardrobe is that it really helps me figure out what I like and what I don't like. Because there are times where I put an outfit together, I think it looks good, I take a picture of it, and then I revisit the picture and I'm like, maybe I should have done these shoes with this, or this bag, or maybe that top doesn't look like as great. Like, you really have, it's kind of like getting a second opinion on yourself, because sometimes you're in a rush, you put an outfit together, you think it looks good, it doesn't photograph well, doesn't look great like from a distance, or like maybe even in different lighting. So you really start understanding what pairs well with what in your wardrobe. Or if, let's say, you take pictures of like the same shirt or pants or whatever, and every single time you take a picture, you're like, I don't really like how this looks. Maybe you start to understand what silhouettes don't work for you, or what colors don't work for you, or just something in that piece doesn't work for you, and you learn. So it's kind of like trial and error. Like you're getting different perspectives of your outfit, and you're revisiting it later on. And you could also see what silhouettes you do love. Like when you take a picture and you just feel great, like every single time you take a picture with a certain piece, you're like, that just looks so good. Why do I love this outfit so much? Why do I love this color so much? Like, what speaks to me in this outfit? You start to learn what silhouettes you gravitate towards more, or you just think are more flattering. So it is very educational to start documenting however you can. You don't have to post it anywhere. You could just put it in your notes and just have it like to look back on, or maybe even to keep a catalog of what you have. Keep inventory of what you have. Documenting allows me to create outfit formulas. I've talked about this a million times already. Outfit formulas are game changers, especially when you don't have a lot of time to get ready. If you're a parent or if you're busy, you don't have a lot of time to put outfits together. If you start documenting, you start creating outfit formulas. You start seeing, okay, I really like how this looks together. Let me create different versions of this with pieces that I own in my closet. So you start shopping your own closet. It's just like knowing what silhouettes work for you. You know what pieces work well together in your wardrobe, what shapes, or maybe even colors. And you start creating these outfit formulas that you can repurpose in the future and repeat, because that is the point. And this also really helps me with shopping, just having outfit formulas and knowing, like, if I look at a pair of pants in my head, I'm like, I know 3 outfits off the top of my head I can create within my closet with these pants. And it's like having this like ongoing inventory in your head, like crystal clear, and you become more familiar with everything that you have in your closet, and it's not all collecting dust. Really quickly, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Fabri. Fabri partners with over 350 designers worldwide, some of which have worked with luxury fashion houses like Hermes, Dior, and Louis Vuitton. And one of my favorite things about Fabri is that each piece is actually limited edition. So you can find very unique pieces on there, and the chances of you encountering anyone else wearing the same thing as you is very rare. Fabri offers the opportunity to own designs from these high-end designers at a fraction of the price. So I picked out a couple of pieces from them, and I am so excited to show you guys because everything is just so good as always. So first up, we have the Brera bag, which was inspired by Milan's historic Brera district. And this is actually a reversible bag. The other side is all leather, and then this side has like a suede and leather contrast. The colors are beautiful. So the designer of this bag is Valeria Masai. She's a former Bottega Veneta leather goods director, creating iconic bags under Danielle Lee. You guys might have heard of the cassette bag from Bottega Veneta, the pouch bag as well. She's also worked with Prada, Miu Miu, Jill Sander, Helmut Lang, Christian Dior, and Bulgari. So you guys already know like what you're getting. As always, I give you guys a little bit of background on each designer, and you can style it 6 different ways. So it's fully reversible and foldable at the sides. So you can get 6 6 total different looks with this. It's such an elegant and sophisticated bag, and not to mention like all of the things that you can fit in here. You can fit your whole life in here. I can fit my laptop, my big old journal, phone, keys, my water bottle, like everything fits in here. So this is in the color Mocha Tan. It has a signature golden beads made out of 18 karat gold, the hardware. One of my favorite things is that it comes with this little mirror that you can just slip in here and it just hangs nicely off the bag. And I haven't taken the protective cover off it yet, but let's do it together. It's a mirror. How cool is that? It's a little mirror, which you can just have access to at all times. You don't have to dig through your bag. The leather for this actually undergoes 72 hours of intelligent drum tumbling in order to get it as soft as it is. Every little detail, not just for their accessories, but for their pieces, it's I've talked about this so many times already. Like, it's just top notch. Next, we have the Valeria handwork Flora cardigan, which is an alpaca blend knit. I'm just looking to the side because I forget the names of everything, but this designer is Jacques Way. He's been featured in Vogue. He's a Marta Manitovani protege, French Design Award winner, and also featured in Elle. This is an alpaca blend knit. I love how oversized it is. Obviously, right now, you guys know I am very, very, very pregnant. 9 months pregnant to be exact. Could pop at any minute. And I'm really appreciating just very oversized pieces that I can throw over anything. So I love this, but I also love the floral detail. This is a hand embroidered detail. Beautiful flowers in the front. Love the contrast of the two. How it's very feminine, but not like over the top feminine because of the shape and the oversizedness of the knit. It has intricate beadwork within the florals. It has a beautiful, simple V neckline, handworked buttons, and I just think that this is something that's going to work so beautifully, not just now, but postpartum, as a very oversized just knit that I can throw over anything. Next, this is probably one of my favorite pieces that I chose this time around, and it is this poncho. This is their Luna Contrast Leather Fringe Poncho in Merino Cashmere knit. It's designed by Catucia Valente, and she's worked with Balmain to Galliano. I've been talking about ponchos and just like anything that you can throw over your outfit. I feel like since the beginning of the fall, I think that it's just something that instantly makes you look more elegant and elevated. And it's something that, in my opinion, does not go out of style. It just looks so, so, so good. So this one has a fringe detail in the bottom of the poncho, which I love. It has a beautiful leather trim with a single leather clasp right here. Comes with buttons. And it also has a functional side pocket. It's very soft and versatile. This is something that transitions beautifully to the winter because it provides, you know, like wind protection, and it's something that it's not extremely heavy, but it definitely will cover, especially if you layer underneath. This is the Licorice leather trim double face wool coat. It is designed by Laurent Chorda, esteemed experience at Hermes and Mugler, head designer at Todd's, WRTW Runway, and Moncler Genius. So this is just like a showstopper type of coat. I love how it's not a longer coat, even though it would look beautiful long, but it's something that's slightly more wearable, despite the fact that it is definitely such an elegant piece. Double-faced wool. It has a matching fabric scarf. It has side utility pockets, and it's made out of 90-10 merino cashmere double face. And I love how you can play around with not only the scarf, but also if you want to leave it open or you want to cinch it. Obviously, right now I'm very limited to how I can style things, but I tried my best. It's just such a beautiful, elegant coat, and you can pair it with pretty much anything on the bottom. This dress I love so, so, so much. I love the fringe detailing of it. This is their Una one-shoulder asymmetric fringe dress in merino wool with stretch knit. So this is designed by Sam Frenzel, and he's a former Chloe Senior Moncler Genius, and now leading Coast Women's line. I love Coast so much. Even though I did size up for pregnancy, I think that this is something that's gonna look really good, slightly oversized, cinched at the waist. I'll show you guys a picture of the model, but very beautiful. Like this silhouette off the shoulder, the fringe detailing, just like the knit fabric, I think works so beautifully for this time of year. I didn't style it with boots because I barely have any shoes that fit me right now, but with knee-high boots, I think that this would be stunning. So this is a midi length. It has a cross elastic off-shoulder design. This is the Nelly large lapel short trench coat in faux suede, and it's designed by Rasa Abramovic. Let's hope that is right. She is from London, and she's an ex-David Coma Vivienne Westwood design. So this is a short trench construction. It has a large lapel design, which I love. Very dramatic lapel. You can cinch it at the waist, comes with a belt. It has Cupro inner lining. Belt allows obviously for cinching. Not that I can do much cinching right now, but you could also leave it open. And I love the color of this. It's not a traditional brown. It's like this purple grayish, deep, rich color, which is a nice alternative to everything else that I have in my closet. So again, I'll put the model so that you guys can see like different ways of styling this. But I think that with like a short skirt, knee-high boots, it would look so, so, so beautiful. But I styled it how I could at the moment. That's it. I will link every single thing that I mentioned down below in the description, so be sure to check it out. I also do have a discount code, which I'll put down below. Fabri also has an amazing membership program where you can earn points per dollar spent, plus special perks like birthday gifts and early access to sales. So definitely check it out if you love Fabri as much as I do. I'll put all of that information down below as well. And thank you so much, Fabri, for sponsoring this portion of the video. Building outfits starting with one hero piece. So whether it's a bag or a necklace, or I recently mentioned how I'm loving like caps, like I'll get like one piece and I'll be like, okay, we're styling this one piece today. And I create my whole outfit around this piece. Like it's like my inspiration for the day. And it is so easy to make outfits like that. And you kind of like experiment, like when you have a little bit more time, you can kind of, or maybe even a color. Like if you really want to wear like this blue knit for the day, just having that one piece be the inspiration for your outfit really helps you get creative and really helps you kind of like dig in your wardrobe and see what works with it. It's a nice alternative to having like this set inventory and breaking out of things, because you want to go back and forth. Like there are days where you're not going to have time and you want to have your outfit formulas in your head, like your little catalog that you flip through in your head. You want to have it ready, or on your phone. You want to have that ready because you don't have time, you know? So you're going to repeat outfits, or you're just going to go to your go-to silhouettes. But there are other times where you want to get a little more creative. So I pick like one hero piece, or one piece that's going to inspire my outfit, or maybe like jewelry or earrings, and I work off of that. And I've been loving doing that. So what that does is that it helps me really shop my wardrobe and kind of like pull out pieces that maybe I haven't worn in a while, or just really get more inspiration and get creative and maybe create even more outfit formulas stemmed from this one hero piece that caused like the inspiration for it, you know? Or maybe it's something that I don't really gravitate towards, or I'm experimenting with a trend and things like that. So that has been a little bit of a game changer. And this also, like, believe it or not, even though you are getting creative to try to style this piece, it does simplify things, you know, because you're limiting yourself. Like if there's a specific color that you want to coordinate with, like you're limiting yourself to that color or to that one piece. Like if I want to wear this long necklace, I'm limiting myself to the types of tops that I can wear with it, you know? So in a way it is simplifying your decision making, but you're still using your little creative juices to make outfits. The 90-10 rule. So 90% timeless, 10% trends is kind of like my go-to for my entire wardrobe, for the way that I shop. I really experiment a little bit more with like accessories when it comes to colors as well, or like shoes and things like that. Trends are my fun accents, and then I have my basics, which are always going to coordinate with like almost everything. But I always say that fashion should be fun, and you don't want a closet that's like boring either, you know? So whether it's a silhouette that you're experimenting with that's like a little bit trendier, or a fabric or a color, or the way that I experiment the most is like with accessories, just having that be in your wardrobe to add a little bit of fun to your outfits. Because otherwise, if you just have an entire wardrobe filled with basics, which at one point I did, things get boring. You know, you're gonna get bored. Maybe not. I personally do. So it should be fun, you know, whether it's more trendy than it is basic, or more basic than it is trendy, doesn't matter. You figure out like how you want to divide your wardrobe, but this is just kind of like my little rule. And it has really helped me create outfits that are just fun, you know, and not just composed of my basics. Even though there's nothing wrong with that, it's just that there's nothing like having a very plain outfit and throwing on like really cool sunglasses or a really cool bag or like statement earrings and just really spicing it up. So really, really focusing on taking care of yourself first without a single article of clothing on you. You stand in the mirror and from head to toe, you have done everything that you can do for yourself to make you very content without adding anything on. I can't tell you how good I feel when I go get like a haircut, or I like fix my hair, or I do my eyebrows, I go do my nails. And obviously right now I'm pregnant, but like when I'm like working out and stuff, every single thing that I put on my body, like it's something that radiates through my outfit. Your confidence is up. So you're bound to look better. You're bound to feel better. And I think that that's something that has really changed the need for my outfits to be super like elaborate or super fashionable or super over the top, even though I do have my little over the top moments because we love a moment. But I am okay with dressing casually and simply because I feel good, and that just translates through my outfit. You know what I mean? Feeling comfortable in anything that you throw on, you know, it's just something that if you learn to feel that way from within, it's going to translate through your entire wardrobe. And you're going to be comfortable in anything that you're wearing. So you don't have the need to seek out like this external validation and kind of like put a band-aid on through your wardrobe. Curating instead of collecting. You do not need 15 white shirts. You just need 2 very good ones. Having a smaller closet of pieces that you love will always feel more luxurious than having a closet filled with pieces that you kind of like, or you just bought because you have something else similar to it that you like, but maybe it's not like as great quality. This is just such a game changer. Like, especially finding the brands that make the pieces. Like if you put on a tank top and it is the best tank top you've ever put on your body, you love it so much, and the quality is amazing, the material is amazing, the way it sits on your body is amazing. Every single time you put it on, you're like, wow, I love this. See what else that designer has to offer or that brand has to offer. Do they have different colors? Do they have different silhouettes? Chances are you're going to become a fan. Okay, maybe not of their entire collection, but of certain pieces that they make because they just do it so right. How does it wear? How does it wash? You know, like what's the quality like? So not all is like, it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be expensive, because sometimes you can find great pieces that are not expensive, but a lot of the times, like, you know, it will justify certain purchases because it's just like they just do no wrong, you know? So I definitely have certain brands that I really love and gravitate towards. And I have a couple of their pieces that I rotate in my closet. Just curating the brands and the pieces and the materials that you really love is gonna make for a wardrobe where you can blindly go pick something out and you're gonna love the way that it looks on you. Learning about silhouettes, like we talked about, and materials, this all goes hand in hand. Editing down like it's your job, okay? This is another thing that I talk about a lot. Personally, I do it about once a year or like seasonally, like when I'm switching out my racks, because I switch out my racks to style things for the season. I take inventory and I see, okay, how often am I wearing this? Have I not worn this in over a year? How many seasons have I skipped from wearing this? Like, why do I not like it? Is it the material? Is it the silhouette? Does it not fit me anymore? I go through all these questions. I don't always do like a huge clean out every single year, but I definitely recommend editing down and just really trying to stick to things that you wear a lot or you genuinely love or are of good quality, okay? So that you don't get overwhelmed. Like, you don't want to open your closet and be overwhelmed by a ton of things that you do not even wear. Like, what is the point of that? Give it a better home. Someone else is going to wear it. Dress for your lifestyle, not your Pinterest or your TikTok or your Instagram. Yes, there are times where I'm wearing coats and I live in Miami, and you're like, why are you wearing a coat if you live in Miami? This is my job. So it's a little different. And I also do have a collection of pieces for traveling. And every single time, like even if I work with a brand during the fall and the winter, I'm taking that into consideration. And I'm like, okay, this would be good for, you know, traveling. And it would also maybe work here where I live if it's something that's not too heavy or too thick. But I'm mostly talking about like everyday pieces, things that, especially if it's something a little pricier, like take your lifestyle into consideration. What is it that you do the most? If the most that you do is go to like the grocery store, then maybe you don't need those like python pants, you know? But If you really want them, then get them, because also life is pretty short. And if you feel like you're going to wear it a lot, then do it. I'm just trying to help you get a wardrobe filled with things that you're actually going to wear. At the end of the day, it's up to you. But taking your lifestyle into consideration, okay? If you are somebody that is very athletic, you love to work out, then get a, like really like focus on your athleisure. Get good shoes. Figure out what sneakers are like great. Or maybe some sneakers that you can wear, like my Solomons, I wear to work out, and I also wear with my wardrobe, So finding like versatility in the pieces based on your lifestyle and like what you're wearing the most. Very casual pants. Okay, how can I get pants that are still very comfortable and casual, but maybe like what material can I buy them in that'll work if I want to dress them up? Or do I get like a pleated version or a trouser version of this as opposed to like a more loungy version? Maybe I won't get something that has drawstrings because that makes it a little bit more casual, and I'll just get something that has a regular elastic waistband. All of these little things, like these are little changes that you can make. Even if you are pinning things, like if you go on my Pinterest, yes, there are times where I'm pinning like dresses and like fancier things, but a lot of the times it's things that I would wear like on a daily, So it does reflect my lifestyle. Try to keep that into consideration. Like if you're following these very elaborate influencers or just people that have these lives that you just do not live, and you're seeing what they're wearing and you just really like it and you want to buy it, just like really take a moment to ask yourself if it's something that you'll wear like in your life, Don't slack on accessories. Shoes, hats, sunglasses, jewelry, scarves, belts. Don't slack on it. Get a good collection, especially if you wear very, very, very simple clothes. If your wardrobe is composed of very simple pieces, your accessories are going to be your best friends. In the 90-10% rule, where 10% is like trends, a lot of it is in my accessories. Like I play around the most with my accessories. That is where I bring the fun in, usually. So don't slack on it. Okay, I used to slack on it. I used to slack on my earring collection. I used to slack on my jewelry collection. And now I just have more staple pieces. And I kid you not, like every single outfit, I'll be like, this is so simple. This is so boring. And then I go to my little rack over here where my necklaces are. I throw one of these on and it instantly elevates my outfit. So just having a good, or a hat, like a cap. I recently talked about how Kendall Jenner she does such a good job at this. Like you could wear like such a simple outfit and throw a cap on and it instantly just makes your outfit look more interesting. So with any accessory, do not slack on your accessory and like your jewelry collection. Not everything, like sure, you do you and everybody has their taste, but I used to only have dainty jewelry. And it just does not hit the same. Like, sure, I love my dainty jewelry, don't get me wrong. But having a good collection of more like statement pieces is what really is going to elevate your outfits, especially if your outfits are very simple. Finding elevated basics that you can wear with your everyday wardrobe, either a different color or a different fabric or something that you know is going to work well for your lifestyle, but is slightly more elevated, whether it's the shape or the color or the fabric. Something about it is slightly more elevated. I've talked about these like dual like skirt pants or just like anything like this that you can just throw on, and it's a little bit more interesting than the basic version of it. Having or starting a little collection of this when you've already reached a point where you're very happy with your wardrobe, you have all of your basics down. Adding in these elevated pieces is really going to just kick your style up a notch and your wardrobe up a notch. That's it. That's everything for this video. Those are a couple of rules that have really transformed not only the way that I dress, but my wardrobe in general, and have really helped me get like the most use out of my wardrobe and figure out what really works for me. So yeah, again, thank you so much Fabri for sponsoring this video. I will put all of the pieces that I mentioned from them down below, so be sure to check out the description. I also have a discount code, so be sure to check it out, and I will see you in my next video.